Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, game one of Sleep versus AAO. For the side of Sleep, we've got Ragnar, Kleb, Gdansk, Moskva, Venezia, Colombo, and Vermont. I love first game on the news thing where it doesn't have everything right. Don't worry, we'll have that fixed in a second. For AAO, we've got Gdansk, Harugamo, Moskva, Cerberus, Minnow, Moskva, Burgone, and Ohio. Real quick journey into the settings we go. For the HUD, we want full. There we go. So as we look into this, a couple things I'm noting as we start. Obviously, a lot of Moskva for the side of Sleep and AO, they're balancing. The Venezia versus Minnow is an interesting one, as well as the use of the Cerberus. AO coming in with one less DD, and they're going to have 3 to the 4 of Sleep. Sleep has the double Gdansk matching AAOs, but they have a Kleber and a Ragnar as opposed to the Harugamo AAO is. So things I'm expecting to see. Obviously, you've got this crew right here. You're going to see the Gdansk and Moskva go out here. Gdansk's job is going to be to get closer, let the Moskva be ready to fire there. I'm interested to see where the Moskva Cerberus go here. Does the Moskva go all the way up to here? Or does the Moskva turn in to sit on B? We're going to watch and see what he does there. Cerberus and Ohio. I expect Ohio to end up somewhere in this area. Over here, Gdansk is going in because he's going to want to get the spotting on the Ragnar coming in there. Harugamo out wide for the further farm. Minnow and Burgone going wide. On the side of Sleep, you're going to see that Ragnar meeting with the Gdansk. Now, you're going to have the second Gdansk here, which is going to be really nice because you're going to have a great chance to cross-shot onto him and take him out if he's not careful. If he is, though, then you just take this Gdansk and you send him straight into B. Kleb Gdansk is absolutely looking to wolfpack any DD coming here to B and take care of it. Moskva's setting up here for the shots that are going to be down through here in case something comes. You can see the other Moskva triangles we wanted. And both battleships sitting there. Venezia is going to play out here by himself because there's no smoke ready for him. So we're going to watch this as this continues and see how it goes. As we look at that Minnow, we can of course see it is not a smoke Minnow. It's a radar Minnow. It's going to use the Harugamo to help smoke it around. And so we'll see as these teams go who's going to pull it off. We're seeing that first radar, and there's the fight. So the Gdansk radar comes out. It'll spot the Kleb and the Gdansk. Kleb of Tiber does take 4,000 there. Gdansk has already taken some. The Torps that were sent are not, but Vaska absolutely getting the worst end of this fight. Already down to 14,900. He's trying to retreat out. He does get dark, but how much more does he take as he gets there? Down to 13,500. Is already down to half HP. And had a gun broken. You do get 8,000 off the Kleb and 3,000 off the Gdansk, so it's a bit of a trade, but the differential in where the damage is dealt is big. Meanwhile, you can see here a little bit of a change here. Ragnar didn't end up catching the Gdansk. These two are now watching each other. Moskva of Imark is in a much better position to help challenge, and he has been spotted, so that Gdansk of poor K knows he has to be very careful there. So as I continue to watch here, things I'm noting on this side, and we're going to keep an eye on this side because there's going to be fights, and you can see right there, fight breaking out Moskva versus the Cerberus sitting in smoke. Here comes this. Minotaur is just outside of spotting range. Nicinator is absolutely an impossible spot to get hit here. But Harugumo's going to be able to... There it is. There's the immediate smoke. There's the radar, and now we watch, because here's the challenge. Is Sleep bit off more they can shoot. Bergone has the HE loaded. He already shot the Venezia, though, but look at the damage on this Ragnar. And with the Harugumo going on him as well, this should be a dead Ragnar. Down already to 12,000. He's already popped the heal. He's already popped the DCP. It's going to be tight. 25 seconds more. He's got to run. Getting on the angle away where the Minnow's not going to have as much luck will help here. 9,000 health left. He's on the run. Bergone gets another salvo out. Remember, no DCP. Fire here is brutal. Shots are in. They're going to miss. Ragnar is doing his darndest to get away. But they're chasing him, and they know this is a big grab if they get him. Ragnar at 2,000. He's about to get dark, but it's going to be too late. And first blood goes to the side of AAO with just 5 minutes into this game. Quick look over here. We can see the Gdanska Vaska took a little bit more damage. Moskva, Fat Vivian hurting a little bit, but did nothing. Already down to half health. Has used a heal already. Has to back up. That Cerberus just sitting in the smoke from the Gdansk is doing work. And so now A has been lost. What you're going to see happen here as we go to this view is you're already seeing it. Harugumo is going to go in and take A because with no DD there, they know they're okay. They suspect the Gdansk is mid and they have seen him. So Harugumo is going to take A. Minnow and Bergone are going to use that smoke to challenge onto the Venezia and Colombo for a bit. But they got to be careful because Colombo sap does hurt. Other than that, right now, even though the points are the same because CCAP was taken, AAO is in such a better position. I mean, you can see the radar, and we're going to go back in here and watch this and see what happens here on the mid-fight. You can see Porquet open up, 14,000 for Porquet, 18,000 for Toth. Toth trying not to get hit. He is going to have to back away, but he's not shooting because he... Oh, there he is. He is shooting now. We'll see. Moskva Weimar going to look for damage. They want to bring him down to sub 10k. Even the Ohio of Esgara getting in on this fight. And the shots are in. He is at 10,000. He's at 9,500. 8,000, 7,000. He's going to get away. Toth did take damage down to 11k, but that's 4,000 health. And all that did is delay to be a little bit longer. Vermont of Mitch moving up here. Sleep is looking to use this to gain some control. They're going to send him up this way and say that we're going to put pressure because they know the Gdansk has been backed off because of that. They know the Moskva's there. And the Ohio's here. So you're going to see the Vermont. He's going to come in here. He's going to look to try to put some pressure and give them a opening because they need one if they want to win. They're still up on points, but they're down a ship and they're down quite a lot of health. Colombo taking damage here and there. Another 7k. Venezia, you can see how far back Venezia's been pushed. And Gdansk backs into the smoke again. They're trying to blind fire him. Porquet does have radar ready, but that's a double-edged sword. Yeah. Porquet does have radar. He lets the cap take, and it's a double-edged sword, because if he radars, he'll spot him, but he'll be in a spot where he would have been absolutely massacred by the Moskva and the Gdansk. Now, Kleber of Tiber spotted, and this becomes the interesting one. Toth's sitting here in smoke. We'll see if he takes the shots onto him. Looks like he's just going to retreat for now. Bergone shells coming across. Gonna miss. Vermont, though, has taken a lot of health. And watch these torps. They don't have spotting on them. But it looks like he's going slow enough they won't hit. Also got stuck a little bit by the island. Probably wanted to aim those a little bit further back like this set. Wonder if this set's going to be too slow because of the fact that he's seen the first set now. We'll see. And if they're going to have range with him turning out. 60,000 health. Now the caps, you can see, are going full in favor of AAO. They've moved the Moskvin to C. Even if he doesn't take, which he shouldn't because the Gdansk should reset him here just in time. Or maybe not. He might have waited. He waited a second too long. But even if he hadn't, he's just going to sit there and tank the damage and deny the cap. And now 3 minutes left to an AAO victory. Sleep needs to find a way back in, and that's going to start with this Vermont continuing his move forward. They're trying to move the Vermont forward because they want to clear out the pressure that's preventing them from stepping back onto C. Kleber spotted there. Goes dark for a split second, but there's the radar from the Moskva. Kleber really in danger going down here, and he is nose in, and this is why you see teams back in all the time. Because he's nose in, you can see how slow it is for him to back up, and look at how much he's taken. He's gone, ladies and gentlemen. That's a second kill for the side of AAO. And the immediate focus fire switch over to the Gdansk of Port K because he's on the way out. Leaves range, they swap down to the Moskva from Toth. But you can see, like I said, I don't see the maneuver in here for the side of Sleep. They're moving the Vermont forward, desperately trying to find something, but he's just getting farmed down. Burgoyne shots come in. Oh, 20k. And less than 2 minutes to victory. Vermont's going to go down here. He does not have the heal. Shots from the Moskva, gonna hit. Here comes the salvo, that'll do it. Burgoyne gets the kill. 3 ships to none, and a 90,000 health advantage. Sleep has had its chances, but they weren't able to finish one of the DDs. And having the lesser health pool because you bring 4 DDs when you don't get a kill is just brutal. Because your entire strategy with the 4 DDs is predicated on trying to get that DD early kill and then having the advantage where you can run map control, they can't. And so when the Minnow and Harugumo get the DD and you don't find anything here between A and B or in B, it just puts you in an absolutely terrible position. C has been recapped because at this point AAO knows they just have to play time. They're up by 500 points. Even if they lose 2 caps, they're still going to win. They just need to play time and not let something stupid happen. And they will win this game. And so you can see the pushes here. Ohio of Esgara is going to put the shots into the Colombo. Colombo trying to kill the Minotaur. Minotaur does have to run here. Harugumo takes a chunk there from the Venezia, but doesn't matter. Venezia is going down. That'll do it. 15 seconds left, but it's already over, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner and taking a 1-0 lead will be the team of AAO, with a 4 ships to none kill record and over 600 points showing the victory. 1 game away from moving to 1-0 in Swiss. Will they close it out in 2? We shall see.